Day 0. It's day 227. We've got everybody with us. Powerful one, immaculate one, spiritual one, me, the one. Guys, are you doing well? Today, daylight savings. So you lost an hour.
You can blame Rich Willett's grandfather, apparently. Do you know Rich Willett? Are you familiar with him? He's a producer over at Iconic. He's David Icke's favorite, like producer guy. And he does a show with Gareth called What the Actual Fuck. And he said that his grandfather invented daylight savings.
Invented it.
Yeah. And
I don't want to say things about the guy's grandfather.
I know. I don't want to say things about him either. I don't know how that's, of all the people, I don't know how that's possible. But
nobody likes you, sir. You've done a bad thing.
We have questions. we have questions about. I mean, it's the old. I put the Navajo proverb in there that like only a. I'm paraphrasing. Only a stupid gringo honky would cut a foot off of the bottom of a blanket, sew it to the top of the blanket, and think they have a longer blanket.
Yeah.
Does that not make sense?
Look, I made
it just
better.
goes to show how arbitrary the time thing is, I guess.
That's true.
It's just
Why isn't it 2 p.m. at like when the sun comes up? Why don't we just start there? Like they might as well. They just randomly chose like what, 5 o'clock in the morning?
Simulation, Cory.
It's also why we've got like 7 New Year's. We've got like the New Year's that we all know, the calendar changing. We have the New Year's, the Lunar New Year, when enough lunations, moons have traveled through the year. And then we've got the spring times, the equinox, which is still coming. We have 12 days till that New Year's. And then we also have the first day of Aries, astrologically, is another New Year's. So you could just celebrate New Year's for like 3 months.
I didn't get my wife anything for the first day of Aries. What do I... how much time do I have left? None?
Divorce. I don't actually know. It also then depends on like which astrological system are you using tropical, which is what most people know, using sidereal, which is older, using Vedic, which is even more different, or using true sidereal, which is the newest one. You choose.
This is all retarded. We don't know nothing about nothing.
I don't know about all that, but you know, when I get off work, we're gonna have more daylight. That's about it. I mean, that's all I know. Yeah, so I mean, I get off at 5:30 and it won't be dark. Yeah.
So it was getting dark at like 4:30, like 4:30 in the afternoon. The sun would be fucking setting here. Like that's wrong. That just seems wrong.
Well, what also seems wrong is that it is summer now already. It's gonna be 80 something this week, and we didn't even really get a winter in Colorado, and now it's gonna be summer already. We're skipping right through spring. Spring's again,
we're gonna get more snow. Like we were just talking, me and Cube were talking the other day how it was all warm and shit, and then I wake up the next day to 4 inches of fucking snow out back.
Yeah,
and that lasted for 3 days, and now it's gone again. But we will get a couple more of those within the next 60 days. That's my experience here, is that you're usually not out of the woods till like early May.
That's what Johnny said. And you don't plant anything until after Mother's Day here, is what I've learned over hard years of trying to grow things. But it's been really warm, and I don't like it. I like cold. I want more.
I think right now is pretty nice. It's like 6. I think right now it's 66. That's a little warm. Like if it was like 54, I mean, yesterday was 54. It was nice.
Y'all fucking damn want to be
what I wanted.
Frozen, frozen niggas. Y'all want to be in a cryo chamber or some shit. I'm like, well, when it's cold, I'm depressed.
Wait, so your wife doesn't keep it at like 60 in your house? Your lady?
No, she knows I'm skinny, I'm bald, and I have low blood pressure. So like I'm freezing ass cold all the time. If she kept it at like where she wanted it, I'd be frozen.
This is what I've learned, is that women freeze out their men. Women of a certain age are hot all the time. And so we always want it to be cold, and then men just have to deal with it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, menopause. It's called that menopause shit.
Perimenopause, which can last for up to 15 years. and then menopause.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we're just screwed. We get to about 40 and just everything's fucked. It's horrible.
Now I say you're a totally different person. I say you have to readjust to who you got. You're like, okay, all right. So I remember who you was. So who you are today is somebody different. So let me try to. Hey, when folks are like, man, you just want one woman. I said, don't worry, you'll be with multiple women. Okay,
they got their phases. Versions.
Yeah. So don't worry, you're gonna get your versions of them. Yeah. And I ain't saying it has nothing to do with all women are bad or something like that. It's just
that all women need a lot of progesterone and don't have it. So that's what it is. We're not bad. We just need progesterone.
Yeah. So I mean that's the way it looks. So they're saying that this alleged war, which is not a war, it's just folks just shooting rockets at each other. But it said 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, that's what they believe. All right, and then it'll be over. I mean,
will we be greeted as liberators in week 6 or week 7, or when is that?
Well, I mean that's to be determined. TBD. We've got that beside that particular part of the mission.
Because I remember that in Iraq, the first time it was just weeks, and then we'll be treated as liberators, and it's going to be, and we'll take the. I mean, it's going to be fine, no problem, right?
See, they stole that shit from Hitler. They straight up stole that from Hitler. Hitler stormed into fucking Austria, and they were like fucking loving every minute of it, and it's never been replicated since. But they keep trying. They keep trying.
I don't know. Iranians seem pretty happy to me. Not the ones maybe some of them who are still there, but even some people who are still there. The women's soccer team went out, I was like, wait, they let women play soccer? But they do. They have to cover head to toe. So they're in their like full hijab playing football, sorry. And they didn't say the Pledge of Allegiance or whatever the version is for Iran, but they didn't sing their national anthem. And so now they're sign languaging help out their window because they're about to be sent back. And they're basically going to get raped to death and have their womb ripped out and like decapitated and all that good stuff.
I think some of that is a little propaganda-ish. I'm sure some bad shit happens, but I'm sure it's not as bad as we're told. We're always told worse than what the shit really is.
I always think that until you meet people who have fled there and they're saying that. And then I'm like, well, now I believe it.
Yeah. Well, you see.
Well, remember, they're propagandized too.
Every government,
but here's the thing. I think that's how they get us, though. They hit you with so much propaganda that you never believe that anything's bad. Oh no, it's not that bad. Shit ain't happening. No, the bad shit like that ain't happening.
I believe it's all bad. I believe it's nothing but bad. I believe that once the government gets their hands on you, it's never good. You know, that the Iranians torture the shit out of their own people, just like the Americans torture the shit out of their own people. They all claim that they don't. They do. We're just everyone there. It's the state. It's just it exists to be hypocrites, and they're all bad.
Yeah, but it's worse with Sharia law. I'd rather have my government who might torture some people for things, but not for Sharia law.
Yeah, I mean, once you inject your God into it, it gets very weird very fast. Like, it's
specifically
like,
the Muslim.
It's not me, it's him. It's him. He said, we got to do all this bad stuff. And then it's like, all right, well, if God said it, then, I guess what's the worst that can happen? I'm not going to get in trouble with God. If God told me to do it, right? Or
God told me to rape you so that you go to hell.
Yeah, it is in the book. It is in their book, right? That's in the book, right?
In the book, it's not it's not a problem.
It's like in the book, it says in Sharia law you can marry a 9-year-old. Their prophet was a pedophile. I mean, like they're specific. People can say like, oh, all religions are the same. No, they're not. Christianity is actually the only one that protects children explicitly and says that you should protect them and that they're sacred before God, whereas Islam is like 9, fine. Judaism's like, oh yeah, it's cool. 3, it's all good.
Fine, as long as they're goyim.
Yeah,
even if you're
like, not all religions are equal.
Yeah. I mean, there's a huge problem with inbreeding in the Muslim community too. And of course, inbreeding by default means diminished IQ.
Oh,
So
see,
you're
so the
retarded.
royal family has the same problem, and then we find it all the way down in Islam. So, like, they're related somehow. Let's all inbreed. That's their motto.
Keep it in the family, Muhammad.
Well, I mean, you just got to do what you got to do.
No,
I think that's what they said.
They need to behave and not do what they need to do. Can people stop doing what they need to do?
Maybe
Well, I think it's a little late.
This is why Epstein, allegedly, now the fun theory is that he put his DNA into all of the injections. And so everybody was not just getting random DNA, they're getting Jeffrey Epstein's DNA. Maybe he's just trying to do the world a favor. So he's like, you know what? There's a lot of inbred communities. We need to inject some new
psychopathic Ashkenazi DNA into the mix, dropping loads on the world.
Yeah.
Like Jeffrey Epstein.
Dude, what
I
man
can't take
doesn't
it. I
want
just
that?
can't. I can't. I feel like this is a big joke. I feel like God is punking me. Right? This is the
greatest moment of your life, Cory. I mean, all of your fantasies have come true. You should have to have knee surgery from taking victory laps for all the shit that you've been saying the last
maybe
5 years about the Jews.
Maybe that bad trip I had when I was 15 never ended, and I'm just fucking.
No, you have to live through. If I have to live through it, you have to live through it.
I just can't fucking believe it.
Exciting time in history. Like every other time was like, yeah, some weird shit. This is the weirdest.
I just want to get down on my hands and knees all the time and just pray to Jesus Christ to let Hitler have won the fucking war.
Please,
and
God.
have solved this problem. Like, please, I'll do
timeline.
anything. Anything. Like, I'll go to church and eat the chips and all that stuff. Please.
Have you read The Man in the High Castle?
I'm very familiar. I didn't really like it. I didn't read the books, but I saw the stupid TV show, which was stupid.
The book, like many of his books, is like kind of poorly written, but his ideas are so fucking cool that people like it anyway.
So I'm just like, so I'm like, the people's interpretation and their preconceived notions about the Nazis, even the ones who are mildly educated correctly, their attitudes and opinions are just so grossly wrong because of the level of propaganda that we've been fed for fucking 100 years. That, like, when you truly understand what happened in Germany, really going back to 1860 through 1924 when Hitler wrote Mein Kampf, when you come to understand what was happening fucking then, like, you understand the real plight of the fucking Nazis and all the horrible shit people said they did that they never really did, and you come to understand like what the fuck they actually were, my heart breaks every fucking day. And I keep seeing like people don't even mean to be propagandistic towards the Nazis, but they are nonetheless by accident, and it's like I can't fucking take it. It's the worst fucking twisting of history. And why'd they do it? Why'd they make him the most evil guy? Because he was fucking right about every goddamn fucking thing that came out of his mouth. That's why.
Those speech. I was doing an interview with this guy today, and we got on that topic, but we had to do it on his premium side, premium content stuff, because we couldn't talk about it, and we got on that topic. And I was like, man, my friend Cory's
like the real
all over this for so
the real
long.
oppression that went on, the real oppression of the German people that went on was not like they say with the Gestapo and all that shit. It was more economic, and the economic hardships kicked off before the war started because Hitler saw what was coming, and he implemented basically a fucking rationing system. And that rationing system broke people. When you understand, like, you go from having goods and services aplenty to literally overnight, because you have the British blockading Germany, which was the biggest thing. It cut off like 70% of their fucking intake of any kind of goods. So they were trapped with their few handful of partners in Europe and what they could get in through blockades and even smuggling in their own shit, right? So this coupon system, basically, it didn't matter how rich you were. You got fucked like everybody else. You were only entitled to a pound of meat a week or whatever it was. You could buy the better meat because you had more money, but you could only get a pound of meat. It was that kind of thing. Coffee, gone. They drank some barley bullshit. that actually people really liked it for some reason. But no coffee. You were like on an economic level, you were fucked. However, nobody was really poor. Nobody, because they basically, if you didn't have a place, they helped get you into a place. Everyone had a job, everyone had services, and they had a guy who would come around to your fucking house and look in your cabinets and be like, okay, you need this, you need this, you need this. And if you had children, you had strict things on what you could feed them and how to feed them. You know, people who think that, hey, that's a horrible thing, you're encroaching on my freedoms. Oh yeah, look at America. These fat fucks who feed their kids Twinkies for breakfast and fucking Monster energy drinks. You know, was it oppressive what they did with their own people and forcing them to live between these very strict cultural barriers? 100%. When I look at the difference between them and what was going on with us, we're fucking a piece of shit country today. And how much better off would we be if we had a strict cultural guideline that we unfortunately have to force the populace into? You can have all the freedom you want within a strict cultural framework.
That was 75 years ago, man. It wasn't even, that wasn't like a million years ago. That was 75 years ago when people were dressed up just to go out to walk down the street, and they were in suits and things like that. Or when they got on airplanes,
self-respect.
They weren't wearing pajamas and you know.
It's because everybody respected their peers. And I hate to say this, ultimately, at the end of the day, what it comes down to is the fundamental origins of all culture is race. That's a goddamn reality.
We've moved into a low trust society in the US,
yes, we have.
and that filters all the way down.
Yes.
100%. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, we also got to realize is that niggas didn't have access. Almost 100% of our problems today is due to access. You have too much access to see how much better other people are doing. So the people back then didn't have access to see anything except what was in their 20-mile radius. Nigga, you had to jump on a horse and fucking ride for 7 days to get from where I'm at to Raleigh. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't no different. It's just like whatever's there. You didn't know anybody else was doing better.
And one thing I also say is I think back then there was to speak a little positively of some progress we've made. There were a lot fewer rich and well-off people back then. A lot fewer of them controlled a lot more of the population. Here, honestly, any one of us four schmucks can get lucky on crypto and make $1 million, and that's reality. Back in the day, they didn't have those opportunities, nor did they have access to investment. They didn't have access, really. I mean, they could buy gold in like little scant amounts, you know what I mean? Like nobody had the ability to ever pull themselves out of their social caste, even here in America.
Unless they became a miner and struck gold. And so they had the gold rush, the crypto gold rush, sort of, in San Francisco in the mid 1800s. And that was like, well, that was like your lottery ticket or your crypto potential or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, well, I was seeing somebody talking about billionaires. It's like in 1970 or 1980, there was like 10 in America. That was like it. You know, now we got 3,000.
Wow. Now they got yachts for their yachts. What was that, like Jeff Bezos has like his yacht, and then the yacht that follows his yacht with all the supplies on it? I'm like, what the fuck?
Can I tell you I saw Zuckerberg's yacht in Puerto Vallarta?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. We were well, I didn't know what it was. I mean, we were going and we were stopped at a light. It's right at the marina and it's parked right there. I mean, it's just massive. The biggest ship that's not a cruise ship that you've ever seen. You're just like, God damn. And I didn't think anything of it. And then Max Egan told me the next day, do you see Zuckerberg's boat down there? I was like, oh, yeah, I saw the boat. I didn't know.
They're like the size of a cruise ship or what? What are they? How big are these things?
It's smaller than a cruise ship, but bigger than
anyone would ever need.
Big, like just big ass ship. Like you look at it and you think like you could fit 100 people in there easily,
like comfortably with lots of space. It also seems like a safety risk. You're like, if everyone knows what yacht is yours, aren't you a target now?
You would hope so. Yeah.
I
mean, you would think so.
No, man, you got a piece of that magic that protects you. I keep telling y'all that's how all this shit happened in the past, man. They went and they got a piece of the Nephilim Some of them ran thin on the shit. That I told Cory Thursday, that's how we got to the moon. Okay, that's how we got to the moon back then.
That's
we
what
had
Jack
some
Parsons
magic from the
thinks.
Nephilim.
Yeah,
magic from the Nephilim. All right, whichever one they found, it had the last little bit it had. We had those missions. We haven't been able to go back because we ain't found another one yet.
I mean, that's a better answer than what
it.
NASA's given.
It's more.
To be fair.
Did you have to think
this gold tinfoil? Yeah.
There's a reason why these pedivore psychopath class elites, so-called, like, continuously have sacrificed children for all these years. It has to work. I'm not saying he should do it. I'm just saying, like, it has to be effective, or else why would you be so fixated on this for thousands of years? You psycho.
No sense reinventing the wheel, right?
Yeah.
It's clearly working.
Right.
To give them the power to control.
And I wonder, because, like, Hillary Clinton seems genuinely shocked when she lost. I was too. I was like, well, it's Hillary Clinton. She's obviously going to win. That's who she worships Satan and shit. Like, she's the winner, you know, like, and then she didn't. And I was like, what world are we in now? And she was like, what world are we in now? And ever since then, she seems to have that air about her of just, like, confusion. Like, why? I've sacrificed enough babies. Like, why isn't this working? Like,
one more baby was what it took, Hillary. You fucked up at the finish line. You fumbled the ball, baby, at the finish line and didn't get it across. And now tough shit. I don't know. These people are I guess being exposed a little bit. The normies are talking about it now. But people are starting to ask questions about Pizzagate again, which is funny.
They're getting it all wrong, and they won't listen to you, even though you know better. But
no, of course not. But they are asking. They're asking the wrong questions to the wrong people, but they are asking questions.
And they're posting only AI slop. Like, I don't know what this is, but, like, people are like, look, here's Donald Trump with a bunch of little kids. And I'm like, he might have somewhere been with a bunch of little kids. I don't know or not know, right? We don't know. But he's not indicated to have been, and none of these pictures are real. None of them are real. They're, like, all so clearly AI. Dude, someone today posted like this. It's not even someone. It's everyone. You can go on Twitter, or Facebook, or anywhere, and it's all just AI posts, AI pictures, AI stories. Like, does anybody not realize that you're not even looking at reality anymore? You never really were when it was media presenting you with something. But now, like, every post you see, you can, like, read it. You can tell AI's writing style now, and you can read it. Anytime it says, this wasn't just a blank, it was a blah, blah, blah. Like, that's AI, right? Like, every fucking time you see that phrase, that setup, that sentence structure, that's AI.
Also, like, when you watch these videos of AI people talking, they never have natural cadence ever.
Yeah.
It always talks like somebody would write.
Yeah.
Always, because that's what it is. And sometimes it'll take me a second and I'll be like, oh, is this real? And then I'll catch a term that I'm like, nobody speaks like that. Or when people do speak, they'll take unnecessary or unusual pauses, or they'll inhale at a certain time because they're running out of breath. Or the AI never does any of that. Like, I think this is like Terminator. They could tell them because they didn't sweat and stuff, right? Or whatever the fucking stupid thing was.
Yeah, like, you never stutter and you never switch your word mid-word or whatever, and, like, humans do that. Yeah. They're too perfect. They can't even fail.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know. I mean, you got all kind of AI stuff now, but nobody's going to be able to afford it. So, I mean, we're going to run into that issue.
Well, hell, even the big companies. I read a post.
Big companies are talking about that now.
You have to pay for it?
Yeah, I read a post yesterday about a guy who was spending like $200 a month on his AI stuff, and now he's getting like 10% of the credits he used to get for the same amount of money. Like, they can't keep up. Like, this AI thing just seems like, as far as energy goes in particular, it's just a dead end. You can't accomplish what you want to accomplish because the energy amounts are just insurmountable.
It's also being subsidized. And people aren't realizing that either.
So unless we get
you could say that. You could say that. But anything that's new is usually subsidized early. Whenever you sign up for a new service, let's say cable or internet or something like that, you move. There's a company you hadn't been with. They want to say, hey, man, we get you in there $50 a month, gig internet. you'll be good. And then 3 years later, it jumps up to $150. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, oh yeah. I mean, that's how much it actually costs.
So,
just subsidizing it. So so that's what they're doing.
That's true.
Anybody used a Starlink for anything?
No.
I've used
somebody
it in the past. But...
Yeah. So it seems like it's getting some pretty fucking major speeds going on now, like direct from space, motherfucking, 300-400 down, which is pretty good for something like that, for a wireless something like that. But I guess they got some phone thing coming now where it'll be like your phone will work anywhere in the fucking world, but no dead zones because Starlink is up there. So it seems like Elon's Starlink is going to make obsolete like all the other providers. So I don't know how
I want to get one just to have it. You don't have to activate it, right? You can just have it in case.
Yeah.
And then I have like the emergency solar power thing and whatever. And so even if you don't have fuel or whatever, you can at least run your whatever.
Yeah, the Starlink, there was some people at work that had it.
Can you like sneak off the grid and use one and still get caught though? Can they they know where you're at, right?
Oh yeah. Can't. I mean,
you've
probably got a track to be honest.
Well, I mean, and I know everything's not what it seems, but I mean, when they had the hurricane and the flooding in Nashville, I mean, he was very helpful getting the Starlink out there to those people so they could contact somebody, as opposed to whatever we were trying to do at that moment, which was, I guess, just let them die.
Yeah.
And folks was
Joe Biden was really busy shitting his pants. So to be fair,
I mean, it's just like people like, oh yeah,
I thought they can see you from fucking space. I thought like they can take a picture of your balls.
They've been able to do that since at least 1996.
But they can't find people. But they can't find missing people
from your Wi-Fi. And if they have gate identification, then they can tell who you are too.
Yeah, how does that Wi-Fi thing work? I saw that they can track you with your router, but I didn't look into how it worked. I'm just like,
I don't know either, but I'm guessing it's just resistance, right? It's biological things that's hard to go through, which is why people used to be like, oh, I'll hide in the forest. Right, you can't get through a thick canopy. You won't be able to find me. And now they're like, haha, yes, we can. 5G. Also, we've irradiated you, so you glow.
Can you buy anti-thermal shit?
Yeah, maybe if it's like Predator, cover yourself in mud. You won't be found. Just cover yourself in like tree bark.
Just run and live in the mud.
Yeah,
capes. That's what you need.
Look, here's what I do know. We were finding motherfuckers when we had you had to look at a crude sketch of them. You know what I'm saying? Back in the damn 1700s. I know damn well they can find your monkey ass now. I mean, you had to go look at some damn Etch-a-Sketch on the wall. It's like, that's supposed to look like somebody. Yeah, that's him. And then like, oh shit, there he is. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I mean, I'll be damn. I mean, that is him. So, yes, they can find you. Yes, they'll just activate your shit when it's dead. Well, supposedly dead. Supposedly it doesn't work. Supposedly the batteries are out of it. But I can activate it.
Oh, look.
It's kind of like, was it Guthrie's, her shit. No subscription, not activated. Allegedly no power to it. We don't have footage, except that we do have footage. But where'd you get the footage? Oh, well, yeah, we can just turn it on whenever we want to.
Yeah.
At whatever time we want to.
Yeah.
You know, when they were trying to find everybody's dog, it's like, oh, well, yeah, this new app, you ping it, and, it'll turn on all the Ring cameras in a 20-mile radius. I don't want my camera turned on.
Dude, and then they're like, no, we're not doing that. I'm like, yeah, you are. You just pretended that you're not doing it.
Yeah. You've been turning them on. I mean, everything we've got's got a camera on it.
Like, how long did it take you to perfect this before you tried to sell it to us? Right? You've been doing this.
Yeah, we use it to last to know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when it comes to everything, civilians are going to be the last to know. So you just be shocked and surprised. It's kind of like I liken this to the car manufacturing industry. So you have General Motors, okay, which spans across multiple different vehicles. So Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Cadillac. Well, you look at a new feature that you got. Yeah, you look at a new feature that you got in your Chevrolet, in your like say your Chevrolet Suburban. You're like, man, this feature's great. then somebody with a Cadillac said, "Man, I had that shit 10 years ago." So that's us civilians. Like they had that shit, 20 years ago. We're just now giving it to y'all.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the way that works. Yeah.
Like, are they teleporting around the universe and they're just not telling us?
Yeah. Probably so.
Probably.
That's how Elon knows that he can put something on the moon. He beating himself there.
You see, I'm on the fence on all that stuff because I can't get over in any logical way the fucking getting microwaved once you get outside of Earth orbit.
Yeah.
Oh, I
can't get over that.
Like, how are you shielding the fucking majesty of the sun?
Right.
That's just gonna
shielding
kill
shit.
you.
Like, what is it? They said you needed like 6 foot of lead shielding. Motherfucker, nobody got. Dude, what the?
I think
how did you get it up?
Enclosed dome.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I buy the super advanced space program that they're not getting fucking new. Did they come up with a solution?
If they are doing that, same with teleportation. They're like, we've teleported. It's like, well, you've teleported information, which is still very cool, very, very cool. But like matter to have enough information, teleportation for matter to reconstruct itself, like that's kind of insane. Maybe it happens someday. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it's the real thing. Like,
if they were doing the secret space program, yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead, finish your sentence.
Well, if they're doing anything like the secret space program, it would be on the astral level, like which they're quite interested in and have been for decades. Is it fruitful? I don't know. I know people can travel outside their body, but there you can go anywhere, anytime. Like it can be 2 seconds till you're at the other end of the universe. But I'm guessing they do that.
There's a couple different things here. Like you have like the Stargate idea where you're not actually getting beamed, like the universe is bent and you're just stepping through and you're staying physically intact and you're passing through a barrier and you're kosher that way, right? But then there's like Star Trek where they beam you, and I don't think that's number one possible, and number two, you wouldn't be you anymore. You'd be what the computer thought you were. It would be, because that's how it was. It creates a temporal, you go into the pattern buffer, right? And the pattern buffer is they took an imaging of you and then they break you down into molecules or atoms or energy, and then they recreate you based on what's in the pattern buffer. So you're never you again. Right? Yeah, I don't buy that fucking first split second. Like
you're a photocopied
version to go to any specific time or place anyway. That'd be nearly impossible in itself. Like, except for entanglement, like I don't know how you send something to a very specific point in time or space.
You see, I think a big part of this is understanding what consciousness is, and nobody does. And so if you don't understand what consciousness is, I don't see how you can even think about breaking it down and sending it somewhere else. This is like people have been watching too much Star Trek.
They have big dreams.
Big dreams.
Hey, well, I mean, there's always potential. I don't want to rule it out. We won't be around to see it, but I mean, one day they might be able to recreate you in another place, or maybe they'll just be able to ship your soul somewhere.
If they can make Star Trek trans, they can recreate your soul somewhere else.
Well, see, that's another thing. I don't think we have individual souls. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. The notion of a soul, to me, I feel like the soul probably is something more along the lines of like a particle layer of the universe that our physical bodies are interacting with. Therefore, that would mean we're all sharing the same experience in our own little individual packets of biological goo. But it's ultimately the same thing. Like I'm having a conversation with 3 of myself here.
There, Cory.
Yeah.
Are you a commie?
Yeah, communist bullshit.
That's exactly how every tradition explains it.
Are you sharing souls, comrade?
That's what seems to make the most sense.
Yeah.
Right.
You also think about the what language you use to talk about like connecting with your higher self or whatever, and you're attuning. They're like your brain and your body are like a receiver for something, and you can sort of switch the dial, switch the station.
I for sure think that.
And you definitely have layers of consciousness. Like a lot of people wig out when they have bad trips because they'll be tripping and all of a sudden they'll feel like somebody's watching them, but it's really just their own consciousness expanding.
Which is a trippy experience.
Yeah.
Because you ever get so high, Cory, did you ever get so high that you would get like extra man? That's what we would call it, extra man, because we were watching a lot of hockey. It felt like there was someone else in the room, or felt like there should be someone else in the room, or there was someone else in the room who's just walked out of the room, but everyone kind of did you ever get that high that you could get extra man?
That high.
It was just
not exactly, but I know what you're saying.
In college that was sprayed with rat poisoning.
the craziest, most like figuring out the universe shit I ever had was always on like extremely massive amounts of nitrous oxide.
Nitrous
oxide. Jesus. Really?
Yeah, my buddy had a tank back in the day. My buddy had a tank, and he had a buddy who worked at like the fucking Oxymed place where they filled up all the different tanks, and so he would get tanks because they would sell to dentists, right? So he would get these tanks, and we would sit there for like fucking 2 hours.
2 hours.
Like, yeah, and
then you're still this intelligent. How'd you do it?
I remember one time I got so fucking high that like I remember seeing the universe. And like what we're experiencing was like one of the universes, but then there was another universe that was a mirror of it. And then there were 2 more universes that were mirror this direction, right? So the universe was really 4 parts, and we were in one, and the rest of it was all a reflection of each other, right? And I was like, whoa, like Bill and Ted moment, whoa. But it felt very real. Like I understood it in a manner that made sense, that like, it was a self-supporting like lattice thing, which was all reflections of itself. Which is weird.
What you're the 2 things you just described, I've experienced not high just by meditating and going out of body. So you're, as far as I'm concerned, like all religions and all extreme high realizations and all of those sorts of things are describing the same thing. So is physics. Physics is actually going to mirror exactly what you just said too, in some way or another at some point, if it's not already. Yeah. The weirdest thing when you, that part of yourself that's like higher or beyond yourself, like when I experienced that, I was just like, oh wow, she figured it out. It was like I wasn't even I was me, but I was also like this part of me that thought of Lindsey as like another separate thing, almost
like a
sort
project,
of like when you're playing a video game and this is the character you're playing.
Yeah, you were like the avatar, and you had a thought like, oh, oh fucking hell.
I was surprised. I was shocked. I was like, oh, she figured it out.
That's an expansion of consciousness.
Yeah.
Right. That's an expansion of consciousness for sure.
And now I can never like unforget that, or not know.
Can you go back there?
That's me. Yeah.
Can you?
It's not the same experience though, because now I already understand it, and it's like makes sense.
Well, it's like putting 2 mirrors together. It's like when you put 2 mirrors together and you can see like super far, right? But like on a conscious level, we can't see that far. We can only see like 1 or 2.
And you're not like actively experiencing that all the time, or else you wouldn't even eat or drink, because you'd be like, well, what's the point? I'm like way up there and it's way cooler up there anyway. And this is a weird experience I'm having.
I think some schizophrenic people that happens to. They see some shit and get on some level where they can't function anymore.
Yes. Yeah. This is actually part of why, like, I don't, when people are like, I want to experience that, I'm like, well, maybe you do, but like, maybe you don't. Because if you can't integrate it properly and continue to like live a life of purpose in the material world, then what will it have done for you? Nothing.
And these days I'm old. I don't want to experience nothing anymore. I'm done with it all.
But it takes the pressure off, because you know that like worst case scenario is that something bad happens to your avatar, like here, and then they get a new puppet of you or whatever.
You come back in and you're like, okay, well now I'm going to try this other one. Lindsey was fun. That was a fun one, but I'm going to try a different one now.
But she got hit by a bus, and now I got to come back as something else.
Which is funny though too, because I describe when I went down to Florida like this last October, and our plane was nosediving towards Earth quite quickly for way too long, and I was like very sure we were all going to die. Which is also weird, because I've also seen my actual death, and it's supposedly way, way after now. And so I was like, oh, I guess I was not seeing reality then, and I am gonna die now, and okay. And so the part of me that understands myself as that higher self was like, like no biggie, but my physical body was still like clutching onto things and was like shaking and like, and I couldn't stop it from doing that. So your body's consciousness is not going to match your higher consciousness, or at least not in my experience. It was like going to fight for life, even if the other part of me was like, it doesn't matter what happens right now. Die, don't die.
The self-preservation part of yourself is for most people forever there, unless you're in dire straits.
Yeah.
Usually it has to do something with either economic, love interest, or age related, where you just feel like, hey, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my girlfriend had a client. He's passed now, but when his wife died, he stayed alive for like 5-6 years later. And every time she went and cleaned his house, he's like, I want to die. The shit sucks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, he's like 85 years old. Well, I mean, he's been with this woman for 60 years. It's just like, the fuck, man, this shit's stupid. So it's just like, so that self-preservation part, when that part of you dies, then I can see how, you may not want to hang around this shithole anymore. And look, that's when people are like, oh, suicide prevention and stuff. I'm like, am I saying off yourself? No, but I mean, lay out what you got, dog. I mean, maybe it is a good idea. I mean, I know this sounds bad. XQ 420's end of life services, okay? I ain't gonna say, hey, sometimes I talk you down from the ledge. Sometimes I'm just like, well, let's go and close the chapter on this, dog. I mean, it may not. It sounds bad, but it is what it is.
Bang.
Yeah.
Strap a bomb to you.
Yeah, because I mean, you look at, let's lay everything out and let's see if we got a course of action, or if there's a way that we can get out of this. Sometimes there ain't no way to recover. So I'm like,
so make a list of all the things you've ever wanted to do, like rob a 7-Eleven naked or something like that, and you just start knocking things off your list, because at this point, what's the worst that can happen? You're ready to go. Right?
True.
So go for it.
You fuck, dog. So I mean, hey.
Hey, well, that's what people say. Like, suicide's so selfish. I'm like, maybe, but like, isn't it kind of selfish for me to be like, no, you have to stay for me. My happiness is worth more than your pain.
Yeah, I'm not quite done fucking with you yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so I believe, like, so those portions of ourself, of our psyche, can, depending on your situation, can be deleted. It's almost like the portion where I see now where men are cucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously there's something in your brain that's turned off. 100%, because that's not us. Instinctually we are territorial, and when we see somebody encroaching on our territory, we get defensive, and usually we try to kill. I mean, that's just it. I mean, that's the way men are. That's the way we're created. That's the way pretty much all males are throughout the mammal species. So.
And once you notice it, it's so fucking sad. When like the masculine instinct has been murdered out of people, it's so fucking sad.
You see it in the culture, though. The Gillette, talking about toxic masculinity and things like that. It's like, this is an intentional attack on men, on being masculine. I wonder why, right? Make it unpopular so that you don't stand up for yourselves, because they intend to do something that would rightly get them stomped if it was a country filled with like real men who weren't a bunch of pussies, and worried about mispronouncing somebody instead of saying, fuck are we doing?
Yeah, I miss the attitude. Well, I miss the attitude era of men. You know what I'm saying? I miss when we could go on TV and tell somebody to suck it. Yeah, tell somebody to suck it right on national television. You know what I'm saying?
Back of the hand, like, how dare you? Like, you give a guy like the back of your hand, like a big backswing too.
I'm actually doing a show tonight on this, and there's this whole face to width height ratio that scientists are studying to see like what it might mean.
Those were the Nazis that were measuring skulls.
Right. I'm like, how is this any different from the racist shit we said we were done with? But now what they're saying is any man with masculine features and the traditionally masculine attractive features of the face, they're racist and aggressive and a threat. And you can tell by their face to width ratio. But the face to width ratio that's not aggressive is soy boy, and it's demasculinized. Those are okay. We'll accept those faces. But what's really interesting, that's what all the study is going towards now, is say like hot men are fuckers, basically. Like if you have an attractive masculine face, like you're totally a threat. But the same people who they're studying who will say like, oh, that face is aggressive and that face is a threat and this face is racist or whatever, their eyes are telling a different story. and their eyes are lingering longer and their pupils are dilating as they look at those same faces. So like their subconscious knows like that's a hot guy, right?
These
like I want that one.
When you treat them like shit, that's why they subconsciously know they want the guy who's a little bit of a dick.
Isn't that interesting though? We're socially
a little bit of a racist.
We're socially indoctrinated basically and propagandized to see traditional masculinity as a threat and something to be afraid of and bad, even though we still want it. Sexually, we still want that. We're still attracted to that, but we have to pretend like we're not. And then the other thing that was weird is that cuck face, that right, like all the soy boys and all their pictures are like that actually gives you the ratio that is the less threatening soy boy ratio.
Yeah.
So like unintentionally or not, we've like cucked our fucking face to make ourselves like look less threatening. It's really weird.
Well, I knew we were struggling whenever I started seeing fanboys. You know, you always seen fangirls, you know what I'm saying? They were always there. You have the rock band and they have the underage girls. Yes, they were all underage.
Screaming
all of them.
Ripping their shirts off.
And yes, all the rock stars fucked all the underage girls. Your favorite rock star, he fucked them a 15-year-old. I mean, back in the 80s he did. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds bad. And a lot of them wrote a book about it. They wrote the shit down.
Just like Jack
and their
Kerouac.
Parents were fine with it. That's what's crazy. The parents were okay with it. So shit, man. Hell yeah, you get my daughter. but I always find that aspect funny. You know, the fangirl, we always had that. But now we have the fanboys. And I seen that whenever I seen, was it Livy Dunn? I believe that's her name. She was a LSU gymnastic star. And I seen a whole bunch of boys like running up to her, wanting her autograph. I'm like, fags, what are y'all doing?
I think what they're doing there is they're pretending that they want her autograph, but everybody just wants to stare at her.
But that's not what men like. We don't fanboy.
No, you're not supposed to do
what I'm
that.
saying?
That's extremely gay.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be doing that.
Because
I agree.
and I found this interesting because at work the women there were talking about, it's like, oh, you know, if you could get a hall pass, you know, with a celebrity, who would you be with or whatever. And so the girls were like, they were in there like, oh, I'll be with this and this and this. And then so they asked me, it's like, when you got a hall pass, I'm like, I don't fucking know. Because like for men, we just, oh, I see a woman, she looks good, yes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like we don't fanboy over women because it's like we see the next woman, it's like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got like goldfish.
The guys that the women wanted. I'm curious.
Oh, it was, but it was some weird
like
ones.
It was like or some shit was like that.
No, it's like Seth Rogen. I was like,
what?
I was like, yeah.
Are they lesbians?
Are they on hormone treatments?
No, I think this is Seth Rogen before he went full fag. You know what I'm saying? Back when he was funny.
He was fat and stoned, like that version.
Yeah. It was guys like that. I was like,
such bullshit, because those dudes are a dime a dozen and they're not getting laid at all.
Yeah.
But
so, it seems we have breaking news.
What is the breaking news?
It seems we have breaking news. It is now confirmed, Iranian state media confirmed, that Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of Ali Khamenei, is now the supreme leader of Iran. So we have,
well, let's see how many hours they keep him alive.
Yeah,
3 Khomeinis in a row. So everything that we've been told about them making a new supreme leader and then them killing him has all been total bullshit, total wartime propaganda. America is the worst at wartime propaganda. They really are. They're not good. It's not believable at all. Nothing they say.
How many Saddams were there?
Yeah,
I don't know. Probably a bunch.
It's just a common name. It's just a common name, Saddam.
Hey, did we ever figure out what was up with the tall Biden?
Mike.
The tall Biden.
Was he like? Was the tall Biden analyzed for height and compared to the other Bidens? I mean, do we have?
Supposedly he's like a completely different human being. I still am like, I don't even know if it's the clones and they're all fucked up and they couldn't get a good Biden clone for some reason, or if it's like
maybe that one
just get a random guy to put on the skin mask thing, you know, that's also very realistic and like in all the spy movies, and it's actually a real thing, and it's just that. Yeah. But if it's that, I'm like, couldn't you do his face better? Because he never looked the same either, ever. It was always just a different face. I'm like, well, I guess that's just Biden now.
I mean, let's talk this out for a second. We are acknowledging that the last president of the United States was not the same person all 4 years.
Didn't even maybe still exist at all.
Let's think about that for a second. What does that mean? If fuck alien disclosure, what if that was just disclosed? That it was a series of characters who were playing Joe Biden, and it was out on Front Street, like it was confirmed. What would that do? Do you think people would give a shit? Do you think the Democrats or the left would care? Or do you think they would just paper over that like it didn't happen?
I would bet money that none of them would even care. They'd be like, well, because he had a stutter. Like they just make something up that made it okay, even if it made no sense. And because they just roll with it.
They for sure ran out multiple people pretending that it was Joe Biden.
Yeah, they did it with Clinton. I mean, I know they all have like body doubles and it's for their safety, supposedly, or whatever. But no, they'd have like a fake ass Biden just like doing shit on camera, like as though he was.
Right. I know that Putin's got a guy that looks like him, and they send him to the parades, and he does the thing. I mean, for the bullshit stuff they don't want to do, I get it. But like, that guy was talking to the cameras, and it's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
What is going on here?
But they don't care about anything. You could tell.
No, that's
anything.
In Vampire shit, huh?
They
Where it's like,
care.
Oh, you noticed that we rolled out a guy who's not actually the president? What are you gonna do?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Who are you going to talk to? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Come on, relax. You worry too much. Relax. It's all a fucking show, man. Have a seat. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, but you know why that is, right? It's because the mass population would be against you. That's it.
They would not want it. They would not want to know. They would be so angry that you've spoiled the Biden show for them.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the reason that the lockdowns and stuff were so successful is that the mass portion of the population were for them.
Oh.
I mean, that's just it. I
mean, we don't deserve to have nice things.
They're just like, yeah, hell yeah, lock us down. They loved it.
Govern
and for the
people
that made it, for the people that made it, don't make any sense.
No. Let's look at the immediate short-term psychology of the mask wearers and the people who were all about this. I feel like it gave them an opportunity to feel like they're on the right or winning side of history or the current meta or something along those lines, right? Like, and it was I don't want to say it was an even split, but from their point of view, it was an us against them thing. And they've been pushing us against them to everybody for fucking ever, right? It's part of the propaganda playbook. So that is, I think that kind of answers why so many people were interested in doing that, because they felt like they could be good little helpers or Santa's.
They're deeply unserious people, and they can't compete normally against high achieving people on any metric except doing exactly what they're told.
Yeah,
it seems to have filled some hole in their heart.
They will outwork you on that one. They will do exactly what they're told, the exact way you want it, and they will show you exactly how obedient they can be. And if you are not obedient like them, they will shun you and shame you and do all that shit. That's the only metric they can achieve at. And so that's why they're super into monitoring how many people are parked in your neighbor's driveway for Thanksgiving, whether or not you've got a mask on, whether or not your kids are vaccinated. They're obedient and they're so good at it. And they despise anybody that is disobedient, because it conflicts with their morality, that you're somehow only a good person if you do exactly what you're told by the daddy government.
Yeah, we need to really revamp the battery statutes in this fucking country, because some people really need to get their ass kicked, like fucking for reals.
It's also
these fucking mask wearers.
Another way of
saying you should be able to hit someone like 3 times. You can knock them out. You can hit them like 3 times. Beyond 3, you're fucked. But you can hit them 3 times, and that's how it should be. Maybe 4.
It's also the narcissist or the cluster B sort of series of disorders where people are codependent, and they've realized that you're either an abuser or you're the abused. If you're the abused, your main fucking goal is to not ever do anything that makes you stand out or be different or be a target, right? And if you're the abuser, or if you're on that like side of things in general, now you have a little bit more power, and so you get to control other people. So there's like a safety element built into, like, if I'm going to be safe, I have to act this way. There's like a danger if I don't. And I've seen it happen over and over again since I was in fucking kindergarten until I graduated, and all the media and everything. And also, I feel so virtuous now. Oh, I finally matter, right? The main character fucking shit is also on that same cluster B disorder, that same narcissist shit where you're like, I'm the one who matters and I'm going to make it right. And now I'm a good person. Finally, I have purpose. And that's why all these motherfuckers go out and like get in ICE's face, because they genuinely think that ICE is just going and just murdering anyone they fucking find and just doing anything they want. And now they're the good people who are trying to stop tyranny. They get a badge. Everybody gets to fucking, you can't criticize them. They're just such virtuous people.
Yeah.
And you're evil if you're not. Easy.
Well, maybe they should read about history and find out what happens to
that's too hard. This is easy.
Those virtuous.
This is the problem with America.
Hold on. They will read history. And they'd be like, sounds good.
That's true.
That's the thing. Like, just because you know
real communism hasn't been tried.
Yeah, just because you know doesn't mean anything.
This fucking liberal democracy shit has given people way too much rope to hang themselves with. It needs to be fucking reeled in. This is just fucking ridiculous. You shouldn't be allowed to have some of these fucking stupid views that are contrary to everything in society and culture has ever produced in history.
I agree.
Sorry,
I agree.
You just can't.
Yeah, they pretend like it's the first time we've had the conversation about real communism or something like that. It's like, well, actually, it's like, no, we fucking settled this like a million years ago.
It's, a million years.
Not every idea needs to be brought out. They're not all of equal value. Some ideas, mostly you dumb leftists, your ideas are fucking stupid. Stop proposing them. They don't work. Socialism, and then I'll be a painter, and then that guy can go to work and he can be in finance. It doesn't fucking work that way. You just you impose your warped, retarded worldview on the world and say, oh, because I think that we should all live in peace and harmony, that we should go to Martin Luther King Boulevard and go walk down the street at midnight. Go do that and see if reality doesn't smack you right in the fucking face.
They literally think no one's ever been bad except when capitalism forced them to be bad. That's really a belief they have. It's a fucked up, psychotic fucking belief, but they believe it.
And as we said last week, we don't even have capitalism.
No.
And you know, like
we don't even have it.
We look down on them, and like in Bangkok, they like will fucking beat people with sticks to like cane them for doing shit. Why can't we do that here, man? Communists get caned in the fucking in the square.
It's because we got white people here, man. White people are nice. I just got to be honest with you, man.
Get rid of those whites.
All the white folks. I'm just letting you know, man. If you look across the world, white people are accepting. Okay, everybody else ain't. That's just it.
Well, you know, that's true. They're nice until they're not, and then they go on rampages.
It is true. Everywhere I've ever been, everyone's so openly racist, and it's not even a problem for them. But in the U.S., we're like, oh no, everyone's equal and everything's good and everyone's nice. Everybody come in, do whatever you want. Everything's good. It's crazy. We're crazy.
It's the same way in Britain too. I mean, that's why they being infiltrated.
Canada,
because it's just like, oh yeah, we love y'all. Bring your culture here. It's all good. Hang out. We can be in harmony and all this other shit. And it's just like, yeah, but you can't go to their crib and talk about, hey, I'm gonna roll in here and bring my culture in here, and we're gonna live in harmony. Man, they're gonna fuck you up.
No, I mean, you can't even get like the neighboring like country or tribe or whatever to come across the line. No.
Yeah,
it's called the
just imagine this.
We know who's doing it, right, Cory?
Yeah, just imagine this. They went down. I mean, went down to South Africa. White people went down to South Africa, made that shithole into what it is. You know, got farmland, got infrastructure going, all that. And what the black folks want to do? Kill them and run them off and take the shit. So it goes and it goes to waste after they take it. I'm like, Well, I mean, the white folk were trying to bring you some shit.
Like all that shit fell apart. Yeah, they don't even have it now.
Too.
It's just in ruins. You're like,
it was great.
Keep it going.
It's already there. So got to have a genocidal lunatic roundtable depopulationist in charge of your countries, like Cecil Rhodes, who was in charge of Rhodesia. He brought in all the whites, and then they turned that place into a fully developed city, and then handed it over to the blacks, and it was destroyed in 10 years.
There has to be a middle ground.
Asphalt out of the
where you like can build some shit up and then it doesn't get destroyed.
Food with it. You know, and now South Africa is doing the same thing. They're like, we just repaved this road, and then people are out there peeling the asphalt and using it to cook their mud cakes. I mean, what is happening?
It's what's interesting is people look at that again and they're like, well, that's capitalism. Capitalism didn't teach them the skills they need and just and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, but even in cases where it was offered and you could learn and their infrastructure and whatever, and then still nobody fucking like lives up to it. So is that capitalism's fault that people didn't choose to rise up and create something better for themselves, even when the opportunity is there? I think there might be something else going on here. I'm not sure, but maybe there's something else at fault that isn't capitalism.
Did you watch Empire of Sand, the documentary of the Chinese companies that were building in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
No.
The problems they were having. It's where that meme comes from of the Chinese guy. It says it's also tiresome.
It's also tiresome.
It's from this it's from this documentary, and I saw the meme and it cracked me up, and so I found the documentary. I started watching it and it was super interesting. It was like the Chinese company was trying to build the infrastructure, but they could not get the people there to work together. They just couldn't get them to work together. I mean, it was like there was zero accountability. They would tell them to do something one day and they would explain how to do it. And then there's like goldfish. Like they'd come back the next day and they'd say, all right, do the thing again like we did yesterday. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? And they're like, what we fucking did all day yesterday. Let's do it again today. And they're like,
it's another thing I've noticed from traveling to all these countries, that there's this cultural thing in a lot of countries that also happen to be the countries that don't tend to build lasting infrastructure for themselves of a high quality, that there's like I just say yes, and I just say, oh, of course, oh yeah, totally, and nobody really actually knows what the fuck's going on. And all the people who are in power are the people who said, oh yeah, totally, like the hardest, and we're the most convincing about it, and they still don't know what's going on, and they don't know how to do it. And so when shit starts to fall apart because they're in power, they look at the person under them and they're like, why didn't you do this better? And then that person is like, I also just bullshitted my way into this. I don't know what's going on. So they look at the person under them and they're like, why didn't you do this? And everything is fucking garbage because of it. It's just like I've seen it in
that
all
happens
over
in Mexico all the time. When you ask someone a question and they go like, oh yeah, mañana, and it's like, oh, so we're gonna get it done tomorrow? That means like, no, it just means we're not going to get it done today.
Sometime it might be okay. I don't know. I'm going home.
I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, but I mean, it's just not going to be today. Just know that it will not be today. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, the whole acceptance thing, culturally. And I think a lot of these other places, like y'all said, is too much inbreeding. The IQ's low. Average IQ is 100. A lot of these places, they well below that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they well below that.
Bad average diets. They have bad gene pools. Inbreeding is a huge problem.
Average IQ in Somalia is 64, dude.
I don't give a fuck what people say. IQ is like 90% of who you are. So people are like, oh, IQ ain't everything. Oh, that's low IQ people say that.
Well, what it does is it puts you in this weird framework where you're quite literally incapable of seeing the future, of projecting and understanding and conceptualizing like a future version of yourself.
Oh, one thing I will say though
because of that, you can't plan.
Either. I have known a handful of people who were like in the 170 IQ range, and those are some of the dumbest motherfuckers I've known. They were like extreme specialists and really good at fucking like this thing, but like they couldn't fucking deal with.
Yeah, they can't function.
They couldn't deal in the world. They couldn't function. It was like a very specific type of intelligence.
Well, so I wonder if that's how it goes. The smarter you get too, like the more disappointing and frustrating the world is. So there's like a special torture.
Right, but I also think there's a balance of life experience that has to come along with it. Like if you got a good balance of IQ and life experience, that's kind of more important than having like a 200 fucking IQ who a guy never gets laid.
I have a buddy who is so smart, like the smartest human being I've ever seen. And I feel like he lives in a world of perpetual sadness.
Yeah.
You know,
because you look out and you see all these people and you're like, it doesn't have to be this way. You guys could all prevent yourselves from all this pain and problem. And it's very simple, but no one cares. No one's going to listen to you. Dunning-Kruger is fucking everything. And so you're just not going to get listened to. You'll be lucky if you get to work in a way that's productive and actually utilizes your skills. And the rest of the world is going to be like, that guy's dumb.
And the sooner you figure that out, the healthier you'll be mentally. Right?
Yeah.
That like.
I think that's why they have Mensa groups and stuff, is so you can like commiserate with people. Like I said, this life is fucked up, right?
Totally.
Yeah. So the low IQ, that's holding them back too. So we can't forget about that. Like I said, is that via their own devices? Yes. Okay. for the most part.
Yeah. Have you seen the Shape Store video?
Oh,
Are we unfamiliar with this?
I've never.
I haven't seen. Yeah, the Shape.
This was
Store.
like a global thing that was going around X for a while. I don't know, a week ago. It was just wild. They made this AI video called the Shape Store. And it was mostly black guys in there. There was one wigger.
Okay.
And it was like it kind of felt like a FUBU ad or something come to life. I don't know how to describe it. A lot of, remember like back in the day, FUBU had, it was just like these super bright colors. Anyway, they just made all these shapes.
Yeah, I know about the FUBU.
They turned it into like, it was like a nightclub. It's kind of like being on acid and going to like a black underground club at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Do you think white people could put out something called For Us By Us now? Or
I don't think so. I think it comes with a mandatory hood.
So I'm reading here.
That's only For Us By Us.
Here's an interesting story. Iranian hackers say they want to wipe Americans' debt and give us 800 credit scores.
Do it! I dare you!
I dare you, you fuckers!
Now that's propaganda. I mean,
that's some good propaganda. That is a good way to get Americans on your side. You're like, hey, I like them Iranians. Like,
okay. IRGC all the way.
Yeah, if I ever heard propaganda, that's it right there. I could see them taking the money from you, if anything. I mean, wiping the debt clean, maybe put more debt on you.
No, but if you want to get back at the Jews, that's how you would do it.
True.
Wipe the debt clean.
Yeah, come on, guys.
They're eventually gonna have to do that anyway. It's all leading to that, where it's just all right.
But if Iran does it and gets the credit for it, then they're going to be loved.
Worldwide converts in a moment.
Absolutely.
I'm Muslim now.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember Nasara and Jassara? Did you guys ever know that conspiracy theory?
I remember hearing about that stuff. I always thought that people were kind of weirdos.
What's his name? Saint Germain. Saint Germain put money away in 1200 or something, and now it's matured, and it's more than anybody in the whole world has ever seen, and he set it up so that every human will get this much. And I'm like, this is a great story. I love this fairy tale. Tell me more.
Sounds great.
Sounds great. But then there was a piece too where like you were gonna have to sign some document, because fan fiction, once it's there, people just go with it. They're like, yeah, Nasara, and then here's this document everyone has to sign, and you're basically promising to be the best citizen you could be of the world. You're a global citizen now. You're gonna be the best citizen. Everything you do is gonna be to help everyone else and help the world, and you just have to sign this document. You'll get your money. Like, that's so sweet.
Can I have my lawyer take a look at this document first before I sign anything? I don't know that I'm.
There's just like hidden text in there that's like, and we own your soul, and this is actually Satan. Everyone's like,
right. That's what I would assume is in there. Yeah. Do I owe like $89.99 a month for a year or something too? Is there a membership fee? Like, what are we talking about here?
Just your soul.
Yeah.
In order for me to get, is it a Saudi prince that is in charge of the Nigerian prince, I should say?
Yeah. How did Saint Germain set it up that everyone in every country was going to get this? Got some good lawyers.
Are we going to keep it in a Rothschild bank? I mean, what are we? I don't know.
Oh my God, Rothschild conspiracies proven true. That's so fucking cool about this. Yeah. Epstein. Man, I swear this Epstein shit is like the gift that keeps on giving.
It's pretty good. I guess there's 47 million more documents coming or something.
So here's something that's interesting. So Epstein was the guy he was in touch with mostly was the Baron Edmund de Rothschild. The Baron Edmund de Rothschild is the Rothschild who was represented in 1950s and 1960s by Louis Bloomfield, who ran the Centre Mondial Commercial, part of Permindex, which was that Mossad front company that basically was the oversight board for the Kennedy assassination. So this Baron Edmund de Rothschild is some major heavy hitter.
Big player.
Historically speaking. Big.
Why can't they just have names like Doug? Why are they like Baron de Rothschild? Like,
I feel like
Doug de Rothschild doesn't sound really cool.
This needs to be normalized.
Yeah, that's not good.
Doug Rothschild just doesn't
not
really have that sort of like gravitas to it.
Yeah, you gotta have a special name. Come on, man. Can't get these lame ass names. We gotta get a good one.
Dracula, Beelzebub.
Yeah, there you go. Beelzebub. I don't know when the last time somebody been named Beelzebub.
I'm surprised they don't name their kids Moloch and Baal, and I mean they love them. So
that's a little bit too obvious. Okay, we got a little bit more subtle than that.
I swear to God, like
subtle like Anthony Weiner.
Yeah.
In this past week, the ball stuff has come back in because Iran burned another ball thing, and fucking the Purim ritual sacrifices, which I've been talking about for fucking years with my Kennedy shit.
You wrote about it in the book.
That's in the fucking news. I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting here going,
I know.
I told you it's the best time to be alive. It's crazy. This shit is weird.
I've never felt more vindicated about my work and ever. I never will again, too. I'm enjoying it.
And it was an eclipse. It was the blood moon eclipse, too. And everyone's like, this is when they're going to start some shit. And they did.
That Purim shit, man. I'm telling you, people need to read the book of Esther and understand what they do with all this shit. It's their tell. It's their fucking tell. And when it ain't Purim, they do a symbolic Purim ceremony to
and so
not piss off God.
Was Esther? Because I've heard people saying something like, this is somehow she's coming back or something.
No, the book of Esther is the story of the ultimate thing is it's the story of the salvation of the Jewish people.
Oh.
From the evil Achaemenid Persian Empire official named Haman, right? So everyone they want to kill is symbolically Haman. And then when they kill that person, they've saved the Jewish people. That's the thing with the book of Esther. So they don't mention that they fucking murdered 70,000 Persians in the book of Esther to save the Jewish people, right? They don't say that they're the ones who go on the offensive, right? They leave that part out.
Yeah, but that was fine.
And they leave out the part where there's no white people in that book of Esther. Okay, they leave that part out too.
And now Project Esther is what the Israeli government is running that is financing, allegedly, the $7,000 payments to social media influencers,
which people are saying they're not getting.
Which people say they're not getting, which is totally on brand.
Totally.
Yeah, but that's sloppy though, man. I mean, somebody need to get in there and get right with this, man. Don't be sloppy with, man. Pay the people, because then
no, fuck them.
Then shit
fuck
gets
them.
out of hand.
They get. Hey, you got fucked by Israel. You get everything you deserve. You live by the sword, die by the sword. Zero sympathy.
Oh no.
They owe you $21,000 for these tweets that you put out. These disingenuous tweets. Fuck you.
That's why you get the money up front.
But you always get the money up front. Don't you know any better? You don't, you dirty whore. Now, are you a stupid whore too?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
get your money up front.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I wasn't even talking about the people who's supposed to get paid. I mean, when you start doing sloppy shit like that, that's how you overplay your hand. Okay, because you can overplay your hand. All right. And so, I mean, you keep doing folks like that when they're supposed to get paid, then all of a sudden, a whole lot of shit gets out that you didn't need to get out. And a whole lot more people are looking into shit that you wouldn't have looking into before. So I always see this with when the men of these corporations, when they don't pay the women, they try to be cheap and slide by. Then all of a sudden, they in a lawsuit and the business is out there. Because you didn't fucking pay, man.
No, right. If you're a professional scumbag, you pay.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a amateur scumbag, you try to nickel and dime the prostitute and you get her pimp involved, and then you get the shit kicked out of you. You know what I mean?
Well,
dudes who know what they're doing don't put up a big fight with in situations like that. It'll cause trouble.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They could get themselves in trouble by not paying, because
get
then
the money up front. I have a policy. It's called "Get the money up front." My policy. Oh well, we have a policy of paying you on a net 60. Well, then it doesn't look like this is going to work.
And so I need that upfront money, and I need an extra 7. Okay. Because I'm giving away my dignity too. All right.
That is, no, by the way, I'm just saying that is if you're selling your soul, aka your ass, to Israel. That's how you do it, theoretically.
Not a good enough price.
But also, enjoy the money.
Yeah. It's a little low. I would say it's a little low. $7,000.
Imagine.
It's a little low price for me to just throw it all away.
Imagine,
you know what I'm saying?
That to your family.
It's like, I became a cook for $7,000. You know what I'm
saying? For $7,000, you could buy a 1/10 of a Bitcoin.
This is how Cory sees it, okay? Through the lens of Cory Hughes.
Bro, I see the world in increments of Bitcoin.
That's a Bitcoin. That's a Bitcoin.
Yeah, so I mean, so it's like, look, man, I ain't gonna say that people don't have their price.
About Israel like a motherfucker this week.
Yeah. The prices. He must have got that $7,000. He said, "Man, now when I go back through all my research, I realize that they're not that bad of people." You know,
I realize that every time Bitcoin is down, Cory tweets a ton in support of Israel.
Yo, let me send a message to Iran. Okay, Iran, come on, you got to match the game, bro. I'll put out Iranian tweets for 7,000 a pop.
Yes.
All of a sudden, we live in PG.
We can do a joint venture for Day Zero guillotines manufactured in Tehran. How about that?
Yeah, but this is what the issue is. So like what we're talking about right here. Everybody's just whoring themselves out. All right, to the highest bidder. I mean, that's just it. When you see most people up there doing content and stuff, if it's anything in the political realm, they just whoring out to whoever paid them the most. Because I see the nigga on CNN, then he'll be on Fox. Then he'd be on News Nation. Then it'd be independent. It'd be like, oh, yeah, them son bitches that I was with at this station. I was like, hold on a second. When you were there, you were right on their cock, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I said, you loved it. All right? I said, this is the best in the world. You leave all they pieces of shit. It's kind of like the Cuomo brother. When he got let go from CNN, bro, he's just like, oh, yeah, let's get to the bottom of all this now. I'm like, oh, why wouldn't you get to the bottom of it when you're CNN?
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't get to the bottom of it then. I mean,
people do it for their audiences though too, right? They're not necessarily getting paid off by someone, but if they know their audience wouldn't like something, like they're not going to say it.
Exactly. That to a T. So yeah, I mean, you just whore yourself out. You know what I'm saying? For them dollars and cents. So, and it's hard not to, because there's a lot of money out there. There's a lot of money to be made. To pick a particular side. Because if you're just objective about all of life, there's no money to be made.
Yeah,
that's just all there is to it.
That's true.
I mean,
nobody really wants to hear that
$0
shit.
to be made. yeah, there's $0. If you're just objective about everything, if you can look at, so as we see right now, we got Trump in office. If you talk about some of the bad things that Trump has done, then it's just like, oh, okay, you're the worst. You know what I'm saying? And then the left to be like, oh man, yeah, you see, yeah, I like this guy. And then you're like, oh, well, let's talk about some of the good things that Trump has done. It's like, oh, fuck this guy. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, So like you can't do it and expect to be uber successful. And if you are uber successful doing it, I want to look and see who's actually paying.
Yeah, I want to know how you did that because I've been trying. That's not working out for me.
yeah. I'm not saying that you can't survive and make a living. I'm talking about making fucking money. I'm talking about with the millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen to people who just try to speak objective truths. It just doesn't.
Dude, if my fucking trilogy becomes the next like J.K. Rowling, I'm good. I don't have to worry about any of that shit.
Well, there you go. We turn this into a movie.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, if you become a billionaire off your books, you gotta take care of us. Like I'm a communist all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'll be like, everybody, come on, let's go watch Day Zero.
Well, but here's the deal though. This isn't like the early 2000s where they were able to, make all the 8 Harry Potter movies in like 5 years. Now your 3 books, it'll take them 30 years to make the trilogy. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the problem.
Like, what?
Fucking no, man. I mean, like, what's it? I watched the first season of One Piece, which is based off of the anime, the One Piece series, and I swear I watched that in like 2021. Well, I just seen up there that they were coming out with season 2. I was like, oh, fuck, I don't remember season 1. 4 years ago. Bro. I'm like, and so that's a drag. That's like a real drag.
Yeah.
It's like what's taking y'all so long? It's because we got too many services, too many folks, too many streaming stuff, and it's all slop. Back in the day, you used to get quality because I only made this one movie. Like I wasn't working on 50 projects at one time. So, and most people aren't built to multitask. I just got to be honest.
No.
Okay. I mean, the majority of people are not built to multitask. Like I'll be sitting there at work sometime, and I'll be working on something, and I'll answer the phone, and I'll be sending a message to somebody else, and then I'll look at my guys. I'll be like, okay, they're just working on one thing, and they can't answer the phone at the same time because if they do, they're gonna fuck something up. I was like, okay, so let me not get too mad because I understand it because I've seen them fuck up before. So it's just like they do the one thing. And I'll figure out how to do the other 5 things. Okay.
Yeah. just pat him on the
head. yeah, do the one thing. So I mean, it just kind of is what it is on that front. So it's all.
I got a question.
What
the fuck is up with Ben Shapiro's eyebrows? You guys seen this shit?
Yeah, dude. I always wonder if they're real.
They're like 2 inches tall.
They don't look real
now.
Oh, is he painted on? He got some people do the fill-in, the coloring of the eyebrows, to fill it in.
I think he literally shaves them off and like sticks something on his face because they're fucking weird. They're not normal eyebrows.
Some people do. Some people do that. Let me see.
What?
Here.
Is this a humiliation
ritual? He's had
thing?
like an eyebrow transplant or something like that.
I guess there's like some Jewish shit where they like the women are into big eyebrows, or I guess.
Well, because look,
that ain't real. Is that real?
Yes, that's real.
Who the fuck would be into that?
Yeah, why? If you look back though, like 5 years ago, I feel like he had like really thin eyebrows. So like
he did. Yeah. I saw a before and after. It's like double.
Yeah, and people call him out on it. They're like, "Yo, what'd you do to your face?"
Yeah, but you don't do
I don't
anything
know. I
to
don't watch the
intentionally grow
show.
your eyebrows, do you? Like your eyebrows they just happen.
They're just
Oh,
there.
now that I'm seeing a lot of pictures of him, it's looking like it was a gradual growth over time, maybe. Or
So maybe he used to pluck or trim them, and now he stopped. Natural eyebrows are in.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just,
I've never even thought about my eyebrows. Like that's something that I don't even like. That's something women think about.
Jewish eyebrow magic.
That's a very man thing to say. Is I've never thought about my eyebrows.
Is there Jewish eyebrow magic? That would be.
I
cool.
believe it's happening right now. I believe that's part of it.
If on a full moon you sacrifice a baby and mix it with things I won't mention, then you can rub that on your face and anything you want happens. That's my guess.
Okay.
There you go.
The things you won't mention, it's not like jizz or something like that, is it?
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, it is.
That would in fact be it, guys. I mean, that's not what I would say, but
I mean, Marina Abramovich, she said it first, so I'm just going with what she.
Oh, okay. So we got eyewitness. All right, yeah. Eyewitness testimony.
Feces has to be in there as well.
So cannibalism of babies is not our line in the sand.
No.
as a nation.
I think one of my favorite things in the world was that Hillary Clinton got directly asked about frazzle drip in a fucking government setting, like her deposition was happening, and the word frazzle drip was used. That's the timeline we're in right now. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
They must have been fired up. They must have fired up CERN like last week or something.
They've got some kind of shield because she's going to go sacrifice a baby and send a demon after you because you just said that to her face. I'm just saying, like, you got balls. I'm happy for whoever said that.
I would advise taking your big balls to some island somewhere and not going into a hotel room. Whatever you do, the most dangerous place in the world is a hotel room.
What, to be in a hotel room with big balls?
Just to be in a hotel room is the most dangerous.
Okay. It's just all together. Okay. This is the big balls part. You don't have to have those, but
big
just
balls
being
is
there
optional.
is enough.
Yeah. If you're on the run after asking Hillary Clinton about frazzle drip, the big balls is implied, I believe.
Okay.
But you're also probably not buying green bananas.
Hey, they'll get you in like a ravine out in the middle of the fucking desert too. So like, I don't know if there's anywhere safe.
Mark Middleton, he'll hang you and shoot you in the chest with a shotgun and call it a suicide.
And wasn't it also like nice. with like a hose or something? Like he was hanging from something weird. An extension cord.
From an extension cord. And he had a shotgun blast, and it was a suicide.
I just want to make really sure I did it in the most difficult way possible so that it was the least likely to work. That's how I
ensuring the death. I mean, if you're trying to, in fact, taking yourself out, you know what I'm saying? Ensuring that death is the most vital part of what you're doing. So that's all he was doing. Ensuring the death.
He's like Kurt Cobain. He shot himself with a shotgun somehow.
Yeah. That's how you ensure the death.
RFK Jr.'s wife, who killed herself in Glenn Dubin's barn. That's one of Epstein's partners.
Well, the plot.
Glenn and Eva Dubin are these hedge fund, multi-generational Zionist monsters who are on in the emails pimping their 15-year-old daughter out to Epstein, saying, "Come on over. She's having a slumber party with all her girlfriends. You should come over."
Kill them all, allegedly.
And RFK Jr.'s wife, who killed herself by hanging in a barn, did it in their barn. Just saying.
It probably had the most sturdy post and all that, so you know.
Yeah.
Well, when you're at your lowest point in life, when you're at the very, very end, it's always important to take structural integrity into account when you're hanging yourself to make sure that you don't half-ass it, and so yes, of course you would go to the billionaire's barn, not some ramshackle shithole down the street from your house, right?
Yeah,
or just your own house,
or just your own garage.
Because
if your RFK Jr.
be bad?
Wife, probably a mansion, I don't know. Maybe take your time in your garage and get the string up and no, go to someone else's house and do it. Okay.
Oh, but wouldn't it be bad if you didn't take structural integrity into account and, it broke and then you fell and you rolled your ankle or broke your leg and then now you won't be able to go
cry
through
for help.
this. So
you cry for help.
Yeah.
You
see,
cry for help. But somebody come help you finish myself off.
Yeah, they're not crying too loud or they'll smother you with a pillow.
Oh man, but we appreciate everybody for being with us. Hey, I think we got some new faces on YouTube, man. There's been some people that I don't know that's been liking the show. I'll put a couple of your comments up here. We got Violence and Grace. Favorite 4 people, my favorite podcast. I mean, that's what we're talking about.
I paid for that one.
This. Okay, well there we go.
That's a good idea.
Hey, whether it's paid for or not, we take it. Yeah, we got Lou Brand right here from Australia. Hey, we pray for you over there in Australia. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
we pray for you daily, but yeah, out there in Australia. Hey, let us know how it's going in Australia. Is it?
I told you.
Is it getting better?
That was I got more people stopped me and said they listened to Day Zero than anything else. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah. Hey, we all have really cool podcasts outside of this show too. In case you guys didn't know, you could go check it out.
But
apparently it doesn't matter.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Apparently it does not matter.
I don't believe the numbers. I think they lie to us. Fuck them. They want us to feel alone and like no one loves us. So I don't even believe their numbers.
I just think it's wild that across the board, I know so many people whose numbers have been cut in half. Like our numbers across the board are literally the best month we ever had was like 5 years ago. We had like 3.5 million ad impressions, right? Now we do about 1.2 million ad impressions. And so I don't know what the fuck that means.
It is every show. Well, it's because we went through fucking crisis and everyone had time and was being paid to sit around. And so they started listening to everything they could. So everyone's numbers were great. And then that ended and now everyone's working and taking care of kids and whatever. And so all the numbers crashed all around.
So we've managed to we spit out like 2 or 3 episodes a day, period.
What are you guys in? What section are you in? Classified as one of the 20 sections.
Chris is in spirituality, news commentary, and society, and whatever the fuck another one, whatever, culture and society. My shit is in history, news commentary, and society, whatever. Those are the ones. You should always be in the society category. And so that's what we're at. And then all his other shows are in the spirituality fucking section. Like he's like 63 on the charts for like the spirituality category or one of the categories he's in. I don't even remember. But I'm like, are you sure? I seen your numbers. Are you sure about that? Like it's disappointing. Like if we were,
it's weird how they calculated. I don't know how it all works.
But the best thing about doing podcasting today is the amount they pay us per ad impression is way better than it was 5 years ago. There's no other way to explain it. So
interesting.
Yeah. The whole thing is weird. I don't know. Rumble started putting that I was getting money now. I was like, well, why won't I getting any money for the past 5 years? That's what I don't fucking understand. Are they done paying Kai Cenat and all them?
Video is where we make like almost no money, almost zero. I think we got about $60 a month off of Rumble. We get maybe between Chris has 2 YouTube channels and a Rockfin, and those 3 things combined are maybe $200 on a good month. Average probably 100 to 150. So our video is like a fucking fraction of a percent of what we earn, so that's why I don't even fuck with video. And YouTube wants my ID now. They think I'm under 18. Something in my content told them, their AI, that I'm under 18. And so they want.
I bet your hard drive's a disaster,
bro. Every single time I try to do something there, they're like, "We need you to verify your ID." So I'm like, I just abandoned my channel. Like I finally got to almost 1,000 to monetize, and I just abandoned it because like I'm just done with video.
I'm able to monetize. It says I have to apply. I apply. It says I'm approved. I go there and it's like, take the next step. It's like, apply for monetization. I'm like, I've got 3 emails from you that say I'm approved for it. I don't know what else to do. I'm stuck.
Dude, the AI bureaucracy is going to be way worse than the human bureaucracy ever was.
Thank God.
Oh yeah, because them niggas don't know what they're doing. Just straight up, man. I mean, the AI niggas don't know what they're doing. They ain't got a clue. Lou Brad said that they're not doing too well. Fuel there is $2.20 a liter, which is about $8 a gallon here. So it sounds like they are
gas right now, regular is about $3.50 here in Fort Collins, and they've kept like diesel and all that shit under $4. Like they didn't fuck diesel for some reason. See, this is all manipulation, because if it was true, everything across the board would be fucking equal. But they know how to price that diesel so it doesn't break the economy.
Diesel should always be cheaper though, because it's less effort.
Yes. Yeah. It's like raw. It's almost like kerosene. It's like raw shit out the ground. So
yeah, that shit is crazy. Guys, we appreciate everybody for being with us. We're gonna go through the round table, see if anybody's got anything new for us. Lindsey, we'll start with you.
Tonight I have, in celebration of Women's Day, an episode about how women and men are both manipulated heavily in order to be our worst possible selves, and we can do way better, on all the science to show it. So you can listen to that if you want. And yeah, go to roguesoul.org for everything I do, including the books that will one day be J.K. Rowling-esque. You'll love them.
Yes, and then you can stomp on the trans people just like she is doing.
And then I can be magnanimous and just like throw money at anyone. It'll be fun.
Yes. Oh, okay. There we go. All right, Charlie, what we got?
I got Patrick Henningsen on macroaggressions this week. We're talking about World War III, maybe. He was in Tehran before I ran into him in Puerto Vallarta, and then he was there to cover the bombings that were going on of the cars and the buses and the OXXO stations and things like that. So it was great to see him in person again, and then we connected up a couple days after the meeting, and we were able to get that out. So it's available now. Check that out, activistpost.com, for all your news. That's it.
There we go. Of course, we got Cory Hughes, coryhughes.org. All right. bloodyhistory.substack.com. Cory.
Oh, the hardcover.
Has some books. A Warning from History. But now he's got a Warning from History, Volume 1 and Volume 2. That are here. They're on the way.
Amazon can fucking blow me. Look at this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cory's still mad about Amazon.
Well, fuck you, Amazon.
He's still mad.
Watch, I'll flip it over and look at the back cover. Back cover, same shit.
What the fuck?
Fuck these Jews. I mean, Amazon. Like, I'm not releasing this as a hardcover through Amazon because of this. I'm doing the soft covers because they can't fuck up a soft cover. It's like retardedville. And so that'll be fine. And this will end up going through Barnes and Noble, and I'll probably end up just doing, you want a hardcover, you can buy a signed copy from me, and that's going to be how it's going to be.
That's a good way to do it.
There we go. And so that's going to be able to be available for purchase. And then we're going to have the third book later this year.
October.
Am I right? October. Okay. And that one's Oswald,
the Harvey Oswald in black and white, Volume 2. And so then I can't wait for this year to be over with, because then I can get back to I can start on Oswald in Russia, which is going to give me like a year's worth of fucking incredible fucking things to do. Oh my God, I can't wait. That, and then I'm going to need like, the last book in that series is going to take me like a couple of years, because I'm going to make the day-to-day calendar of what the fuck Oswald did, and I'm going to debunk all the bullshit that people still talk about. It's going to be the definitive book showing that Oswald was a fucking total patsy. He wasn't even at the book depository. He was off fucking jerking off or something on that day. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he wasn't at the book depository. And it's going to be awesome. I can't wait, but it's like years out, man. I need to clone myself.
You should say he was jerking off, though. That would really probably help with book sales.
Yeah. And he probably wouldn't be wrong. At some point in time, he would have been.
Can't prove that he wasn't.
Yeah. Now, I know there's some people that are asking audio versions of these. Are they going to be available?
I got my audio book is available at Buy Me a Coffee. Because I need somebody who can do the audio editing for me. I need somebody who can work with my audio files, compress them, and get them in the right range. Because Amazon's a bunch of dicks with where your fucking audio has to be. And so it's recorded. It sounds killer.
You can find someone on Upwork who can do that for you.
But it needs to be. It's recorded. It's cleaned up, and it sounds great. It just needs the volume and compression all done by Amazon standards. And like it would take me forever, and I'd want to kill people by the time I got done. So I don't want to do it.
Okay, yeah, let's alleviate that particular urge, if we can. XQ420.com for everything I do. We appreciate everybody for being with us all around the world, and we'll catch y'all next week for day 2.